I'm Jennifer Angel. These are your stars, Gemini. Now, for the last week's solar eclipse in the sign before you, then if you've been wondering about where you are in life and how far you come, where you want to go, and just pondering about that and trying to sort of come to terms with what you want to do and what direction you want to head, then you're pretty well in tune with the stars. Okay, so this is a great time to not make any rash decisions either, because Mars is sitting in there and it can, make you a little bit impulsive. And Gemini quite likes change because it keeps things interesting in your life, but you want to make sure any changes that you make now is that you think it through well, particularly this week because you have Venus in your sign. So if it's anything to do with love or a more personal nature or relationships, there are two squares between Venus and Neptune. And Neptune is the planet of imagination, but it's also the planet of fantasy as well. And another square between your ruling planet Mercury and Neptune. Mercury is going to transit into your sign this week on the 16th, which is the Thursday. So with these aspects, even though the squares, they're not brutal squares, in that not totally, not overwhelmingly confronting like some of the squares, but you still want to take note of it. And the main thing is that you want to make sure, particularly to do with business, that everybody understands what's going on. So make sure that you communicate effectively to how you feel, what you're doing, and if you're making decisions that are going to affect someone else, then you want to make sure that they're aware of that and try to give them as much notice or time of any changes as you can. Now, there is coming up in another week's time, we're going to be confronted with the Uranus and Pluto square, and this is going to be for resources from other people, and also affect friends. So start with money, for instance. It's always best to be as self-sufficient as you possibly can. Okay, so there could be some changes to do with where your money comes from. So this week heading up to that, try to reset your finances, relook at your budget. Not a great time to do any impulsive spending, and just see where you are and where you need to be before you put any changes into place. Make sure you're covered, in other words. But it's an exciting time for you, Gemini, because you now have Jupiter is still in your sign. There is a very, very good aspect towards the end of this month between Jupiter and Venus and Jupiter and Mercury. Okay, so that's going to be some good news that's coming through to you. So whatever happens now, it can change the status quo, but it can change it in a way that it opens up for something else to happen, something that's potentially much, much better for you. Mercury, your ruling planet, moves into your sign, as I mentioned this week. Venus is already there. And pretty soon the Sun and Mars are going to be in. So you're heading up to a very busy time too. So good week to just get your affairs together. Okay. All right, have a great week. I'm Jennifer Angel. Thanks for watching, Gemini. Bye for now.